Hello, it is 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have President Gelle pays vibrant tribute to the memory of the late Ahmed Mohammed Mahmoud Silani, former president of the Somaliland. New Israeli strike targets Beirut's southern suburbs. Welcome to our newsroom. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Gelle, has paid vibrant tribute to the memory of the late Ahmed Mohammed Mahmoud Silani, former president of Somaliland, who died last night in Hargeisa. It was with dismay and sadness that I learned of the death of the late President Silani, said the head of state. He leaves behind a rich repertoire of ideas, innovative approaches, and ingenious strategy that contributed greatly to economic development and the promotions of peaceful coexistence in our region. President Gelle also emphasized the role of the deceased as a unifier, praising his ability to build a consensus, which was the real cement of the social cohesion and common interests. May God welcome him into his eternal paradise. He concluded sending his sad condolences to the people of Somaliland, the government, the families and friends of the former leader. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. The sixth edition of the Ali Sabih Regional Fair, which opened on Thursday, 14 November 2024, at the Horio Great Hall, continues to attract a large and enthusiastic audience. The event brings together creative young people, talented women, artisans, and producers from all over the regions, including rural areas. Traditional handicraft are at the heart of this year's event, which features a wide variety of items, traditional craft items, soap powders and laundry solids, jams and juices produced in Assam, dyed fabrics such as bubu, decorative items made from recycled materials, nursery plants, locally grown fruit and vegetables. The fair is part of a global entrepreneurship week organized by the Club of Young Entrepreneurs, Young Djiboutian Entrepreneurs, in collaboration with its local branch Assajog, the prefecture, and the regional decentralization authorities. On the second day, a number of key bad figures graced the event with their presence: the Minister for Budget Ismail Ibrahim Roble, the Minister for Social Affairs Solidarity Ulufa Ismail Abdo, the second Vice President of the National Assembly Honorable Omar Ahmed Wais, the Prefect of the region Abdul Malik Muhammad Banoita, the President of the Regional Council Sharmaki Hassan Lali, other members of the Parliament, as well as local officials including Colonel Wais Omar Borre, the president of the Young Entrepreneurs Club, Fathiya Idli Dubad. A large number of visitors were able to discover and admire the remarkable creativity of the region's artisans and entrepreneurs. The stalls, brimming with a variety of products, were much admired by the VIPs present, who did not hesitate to salute, encourage, support the exhibitors by buying their creations. For her part, the Minister for Social Affairs Solidarity Ulufa Ismail Abdo said that she was delighted to discover the craftsmanship and wealth of our varied, extensive terroir. A large number of visitors were able to discover and admire the remarkable creativity of the region's artisans and entrepreneurs. Traditional craft items, soap powders, and laundry solid gems and juice produced in Assam, dyed fabrics such as bubus, decorative items made from recycled materials, nursery plant. The Minister of Budget, Ismail Ibrahim Roble, expressed his delight while paying tribute to the prefect of the region, Abdul Malik Muhammad Benoita, the president of the regional council, the influential women, and the dynamic young entrepreneurs of the regions. He particularly saluted the members of the Young Entrepreneurs Club, organizers of this magnificent annual fair. It is an honor for us and for the regions. We give them our full support, he said. On 11 November, the Minister for Environment and Sustainable Development, Mohammed Abdul Qadir Musa Hilm, opened the COP29 climate conference in Baku, Azerbaijan. He also represented President Ismail Omar Guelleh at the Head of State Summit on 12 and 13 November, alongside the President of Azerbaijan and the United Nations Secretary General. On the sidelines of the COP29, he chaired an event organized by Djibouti, highlighting the country's vulnerability to climate change and calling for international and private funding to support adaptation and mitigation measures. He also took part in a session on food security organized by IGAD, highlighting Djibouti's efforts to reduce the impact of climate changes and the El Nino. Finally, the minister announced Djibouti's membership of the Global Solidarity Coalition, which will emerge from the African Climate Summit in Nairobi in 2023. At the COP29, where the Minister Mohammed Abdul Qadir Musa Hilm represented Djibouti, the mobilizations of African countries took on particular importance. They are demanding fair compensation for the damage caused by global warming, in particular through the immediate implementations of the loss and damage fund adopted at COP27. The implementations of the African delegation are insisted on the accountability of polluters, the transparency of international carbon markets, and an accelerated transitions to renewable energies. Although Africa is responsible for less than 4% of global emissions, it suffers disproportionate impact, underlining the urgent need for climate justice. In Baku, Africa is calling for concrete commitment and swift actions to ensure a sustainable and equitable future. The writing test of MENFOP students teacher recruitment competitions for 2025-2026 academic year began on Saturday, 16 November 2024 at the various examination centers. This year is no fewer than 4,626 candidates registered to compete for one of the 350 posts available in 20 disciplines covering preschool, primary, intermediate, and secondary education. Specific posts for bilingual school teachers are also on offer. These writing tests mark a crucial stage in the recruitment process, which will continue with oral tests for candidates selected at the end of the first phase. As in previous year, the competition is organized by the Ministry of Labor, Formalizations and Social Protection in close partnership with the MENFOP. For this 2024 sessions, there is a new feature worth highlighting. Candidates now have the opportunity to apply for positions in the regions. This measure aims to strengthen the stability and teaching teams in remote areas and improve the quality of teaching nationwide. As part of the follow-up to this event, the Secretary General of the Ministry of Labor, Abdallah Muhammad Ali, accompanied by his MENFOP counterpart Mohamed Abdallah Mahyoub and Lula Ali Elabe, Director General of Schooling and General Education, carried out the supervisory towers of the two major examination centers, the CFF and the Lycée of Djibouti. The purpose of the visit, which was attended by senior officials from the two ministries, was to ensure that the exams were running smoothly and to reassure candidates and organizers. For his part, the Secretary General of the Ministry of Labor, Mr. Abdallah Ali Muhammad, praised this arrangement put in place by MENFOP to guarantee optimum conditions for participants, reflecting the importance attached to the rigorous selections of future teachers. At the same time, the Republic of Djibouti is today celebrating a major international victory. Barak Hussein Ahmed, students of the Lycée of Djibouti, won the bronze medals at the prestigious Arab Mathematics Olympiad held in Doha, Qatar from 10 to 16 November 2024. He was joined by Muhammad Musa, students of the Lycée of Hodan, who also won an honorable mention. This result marks a historic milestone for Djibouti, which was taking part in this major event for the first time. The Olympiad, which brought together high school students from 21 Arab countries, provided a platform of excellence where participants competed in demanding tests based on complex mathematical problems, organized in partnership with the Arab League Educational, Cultural and Scientific Organization, ALESCO, and the Qatar National Commission for Education, Culture and Science. It is a key event for promoting scientific excellences in the Arab world. Barak Hussein Ahmed's remarkable career illustrates the immense potentials of Djibouti's students. The success is also the fruit of the combined efforts of MENFOP and the volunteers teachers of the association for the development of the preschooler activities, who support and prepare young talent for international competitions. In an official statement, the Minister for National Education and Vocational Training expresses his pride. This bronze medal is a source of great pride for Djibouti. It illustrates the talent and determination of our young people, as well as the constant investment of our education systems in academic excellence. We extend our warmest congratulations to Barak Hussein Ahmed and to all those who contributed to this achievement. These successes do not stop there. On the African stage, Djibouti had already shown in August 2024 when Lua Salim won a bronze medal at the Pan-African Mathematics Olympiad held in Johannesburg in South Africa. Today, the Chief of the General Staff of the Armed Forces, General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, visited the construction site of the barracks at Lakasal. The purpose of the inspections visit was to assess the progress of the work, which is deemed essential for the strategic development of the region, accompanied by several senior military officials. General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim stressed the urgent need to speed up the pace of work in order to meet the objectives set. The infrastructure of these future barracks will play a key role in strengthening the military presence and securing this strategic area, considered to be the country's future economic hub. During the visit, particular attention was paid to the security arrangement. The general personally ensured that all protectionist measures were scrupulously respected and optimized to guarantee the safety of installations and personnel. The well-being of soldiers deployed on the site also attracted the general's attention. He spoke with them to inquire about their morale and commitment while reiterating the importance of their missions for the defense and development of the nation. On the Thursday of in Djibouti, the Honorable Fatiha Al-Mudni, Mayor of Rabat, and her delegation visited the SGTD. The visit was led by the Honorable Saeed Dawood Muhammad, the Mayor of the Djibouti, accompanied by local councillors from the municipalities of Balbala and Restika, as well as his advisors and close associates. The SGTD team showed visitors around the container terminal, highlighting its impressive capacity to handle up to 1 million containers a year. This makes Djibouti the third largest port in Africa after Tanja in Morocco and Port Said in Egypt. The speakers highlighting the strategic role played by the port of Djibouti in world trade and the regional economy, consolidating the country's position as an essential logistic hub open to globalization and undergoing rapid economic expansion. The delegation also visited the railway area, where they were given detailed explanations of the Djibouti-Addis Ababa railway, a crucial link between the two countries. This modern rail network illustrates Djibouti's commitment to strengthen regional infrastructure to boost economic exchanges. The visitors were able to gain a better understanding of the strategic importance of this railway in regional integrations and its role in sustainable economic development. At the end of the visit, the Mayor of Djibouti, Saeed Daoud Mohammed, expressed his pride in the progress made and the commitment of his fellow citizens. Djibouti is a small country, but strategic positions and the ambitions of its people places it at the heart of the international trade. For her part, Ms. Fathia Al-Mudni, the Honorable Fathia Al-Mudni, praised Djibouti's effort to establish itself as a key player in globalization. Djibouti is also a small country in the Horn of Africa, hides technological, economic, and commercial marvel. This visit has enabled me to discover dynamic, forward-looking nations. They highlighted the possible synergy between Djibouti and Rabat in their respective visions of urban and economic development, confirming a decentralized collaboration based on respect and the exchanges of best practices. As part of its vector control program, the Ministry of Health has launched a vast space spraying campaign aimed at eradicating mosquitoes and other flying insects. The main vectors of disease, such as malaria, dengue fever, using vehicles equipped with the spraying equipment. Teams of hygiene officers and entomologists have been deployed to strategic sites identified as an area at high risks of transmission. This action specifically targets the elimination of adult mosquitoes to significantly reduce the risks of epidemic began at the start of the cool season. This campaign is part of a strategic response schedule designed to maximize the effectiveness of interventions before any proliferation occurs. It also includes an insecticide spraying operation designed to destroy breeding sites, thereby preventing their transformation into the adult mosquitoes. Dr. Hussein Yusuf Darar, Director General of the National Institute of Public Health and Demography, said that these initial measures will be supplemented by other equally effective control techniques, including aerial spraying in the capital and surrounding areas, indoor residential spraying targeting the worst affected neighborhoods. At the same time, community awareness campaigns are being organized, emphasizing the importance of environmental hygiene. The messages include recommendations to eliminate stagnant pools of water and cover drinking water containers. The Ministry of Youth and Culture organized an awareness raising workshop on the studies of the artists, which took place in the meeting room of the Dakhel Regional Council. This initiative demonstrates the Ministry's commitment to recognizing the socio-economic rights of artists. The event brought together some 30 artists from the regions, the prefect of the Dakhel, the president of the Regional Council, and a large delegation from the Ministry of Youth and Culture. The opening session was attended by Idris Musa, Senior Advisor of the Ministry of Youth and Culture, Fatuma Abdi, Director of Culture, Suleiman Humad, Director of the Regions, and several other senior officials from the Ministry. The workshop was moderated by Ms. Bilal Ahmed Geddi, a national consultant in copyright and neighboring rights, who shared some enriching perspectives on the studies of artists in our countries. Before the discussions began, a detailed questionnaire was distributed to participants. This document is designed to provide a better understanding of the realities and challenges facing artists, covered several key aspects: general information, the potential of artistic creation, access to socio, professional, and economic benefit, and the health of social security system. After the success of the Tajura Inter-Service Tournament, it was the town of Dakhel to host its own sporting event, organized this afternoon on the town artificial turf by the Sub-Directorate of the State Secretariat for Sport. The tournament was officially launched in the presence of several key figures from the State Secretariat of State for Sport and the local authorities. The kickoff was given by Mr. Umar Hassan Abdullahi, Director of the Regions, accompanied by Yusuf Abdullah, the Deputy Director, and Jama Hersi, Deputy Director for Dakhel. The opening ceremony was also attended by officials, local dignitaries, and many young supporters who had come to cheer on their favorite teams. This departmental tournament brings together teams from the various decentralized departments of the ministries present in the region. The opening match pitted the Army teams and against the Dakhel education teams, by the Army winning resoundingly by a score of 4-0. Scheduled to last several days, the tournament will bring together teams from various sectors, strengthening the links between the city services through sports. The launch of the national championship for the 2024-2025 sports season, the Djiboutian Federation of Pétanque is pleased to announce the official launch of the national championship for the 2024-2025 sports season, which began today on the court in front of the Sheikh Musa Annex. This first day was devoted to the triplet category compositions of the championship. This season's championship is structured into the 6 championships, allowing the different disciplines of our sports to be showcased. One triplet championship, doublet championship, head-to-head championship, precision shooting championship, veterans championship, new for 2024-2025 Mele Championship participating team. We are pleased to count among the registered teams representing of the three communes of the capital, as well as prestigious institutions such as Port of Djibouti, DMP, National Gendarmerie, National Social Security Fund, Djibouti Coast Guard, Ali Une Camp, Prison Guard. The diversity and dynamism of these teams promises a competition rich in performance and sportsmanship. For the international scene in the Middle East, an Israeli strike target Haret Hirak Ruiz on the southern outskirts of Beirut, marking the fourth bombing in the area this morning. The Israeli army had previously called for the evacuations of the area around two buildings in Haret, Hirak, and Burj al Barajneh. Three strikes had taken place earlier, including two on the same buildings in Haret, Hirak, following two waves of night-time bombardment. According to the Lebanese Ministry of Health, 3,445 people have died since October 2023, including 59 on Thursday, 14 November, and 6 on Friday. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.